Welcome to today's meditation practice. Before we begin, just making sure that you're in a comfortable seated position, maybe with the legs crossed and a blanket placed beneath you, or you can come to lie down, whichever feels best for you in this moment. Making sure that there's length in the spine, chin just gently tucked in, and the palms of the hands either resting to the knees or in the lap, and gently bringing the eyes to close. And just taking a moment today to arrive into this space, into your practice. And we can do this by beginning to invite in the breath. So taking a full inhale in through the nose, allowing the breath to fill and flow into the lungs, the belly, right down to the sit bones of the spine. And then we softly exhale the breath back out through the nose or the mouth, whichever you prefer, beginning to extend our exhale. And repeating the breath in this way, inhaling in through the nose, filling all the way up. And as we exhale, we softly release the breath out, allowing the shoulders to drop down away from the ears. Feeling the flow of breath moving through the body today. Continuing with this movement at your own pace, but with emphasis on the exhalation, not forcing it, just allowing it to flow all the way to the end of the movement of the breath. Imagining the breath flowing in like waves, with every inhale, the surf swells within us, growing larger. And every exhale, we allow that breath to crash and gently caress on the shore, releasing and returning, ebbing and flowing. Noticing the coolness of the breath as it draws in through the nose. And the coolness of the breath as we exhale the breath out once more. And if you can, just imagining yourself by the sea, breath moving in time with the tide. As it grows, as it builds, and as it breaks. Maybe you can begin to imagine the feel of the air around you. The coolness of the wind. The sounds of the ocean. Noticing the sand underneath your feet, the smells in the air, and imagining yourself now just taking a step into the shallow water, the sea, the ocean. And as the next wave comes in and it breaks, the water gently floods around the ankles, covering the feet, bringing coolness all through the body, slowly building and rising, just as our inhale builds and fills the body. And as we exhale, the water pulls back away to the source. And we can continue with this imagery, this feeling of the cool crystal-like waters just gently flooding over the feet with our inhale. And leaving us in the soft, damp sand as we exhale and the water returns. Breath moves just as the tide, ebbing and flowing. And with every inhale, we fill ourselves up with this natural source of peace that is given to us. And with every exhale, we are allowed a little bit more space, a little bit more softness and room to expand our breath, the space between our thoughts. And as we soften and expand, we allow room for others, room for ourselves, room to be enough just as we are in this moment. Natural, expansive, flowing and free. Ever changeable, but always present, always there to return and come back to, just like the sea. Continuing with the inhale and the exhale that we found at the start of our practice. And as you leave this image that you've created with your breath, with your mind, bringing your awareness now back onto the body, noticing any subtle changes. It's okay if they're not there. Maybe it's just the deepening of the breath, or the time taken to just be still. Knowing that however you started this practice, wherever you are now, in each moment, you are enough. You are doing enough. And however you show up, you are worthy of love, of freedom, and fluidity. Taking your time to deepen the breath now. Perhaps inviting in some subtle movements, the wiggling of the fingers and the toes, the turning of the head from side to side. As we begin to return to the present moment, ready to move through the rest of our day, wherever we are, with a little bit more flow and peace. And whenever you're ready, just gently starting to open the eyes once again. Bringing the hands to rest over the heart center. And giving thanks to yourself for taking this time, this space, just for you.